Israel is accused of exploiting South Africa's water crisis for a political gain. Experts have described this recent move by Israel to fund basic service infrastructure in the Eastern Cape as whitewashing. Let's debrief. People are fuming that officials from the Israeli Foreign Ministry were in the Eastern Cape with Abathembu, Buyelekhaya, Zwelibanzi, Dalindyebo talking about collaborations in water infrastructure and even upgrading hospitals in Mthatha.
Eastern Cape have the right for drinkable water.
Let's say up front that Israel is accused by the UN of blocking clean drinking water for people in Gaza and bombing hospitals repeatedly there. We asked some activists and experts what this could mean.
I find it really critical that they are concerned about water shortages in South Africa when right on their doorstep they destroy the water infrastructure in Gaza and the West Bank and in all the occupied Palestinian territories. This is whitewashing Israeli genocide by trying to influence vulnerable communities in South Africa.
So we know that Abathembu Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo was on a sponsored trip to Israel last year in December, where he praised the Israeli government, even though South Africa has taken Israel to the International Court of Justice, which ruled that Israel committed a genocide in Gaza. Now, it's not unusual for countries or NGOs to step in during crises. South Africa has worked with organizations like Gift of the Givers, and other nations often fund water projects cross-country. But this time, the Eastern Cape government is fuming that South Africa's foreign policy protocols weren't followed.
The actions of the Israeli embassy in conducting engagements with provincial institutions outside of these established frameworks constitute a clear breach of diplomatic protocol and undermine the cooperative governance as well as the sovereignty of the Republic of South Africa. Premier Mabuyane rejects the sinister deal between His Majesty the King and Israel and views these actions as an attempt by the Israeli government to undermine the sovereign right of the Republic of South Africa to manage its international affairs.
Here's the thing, South Africa's water crisis is severe. This is because of decades of neglected infrastructure, poor maintenance, and weak governance, which have left municipalities struggling to keep taps running.
It didn't just happen with the recent drought and the lack of rain leading to a day zero. There are issues with non-revenue water, high levels of leaks, sanitation flowing into the ocean. So this is definitely something which is systemic.
So the question is whether the Israeli government's intervention in the water crisis in the Eastern Cape really has anything to do with water. Government and activists say it doesn't. It's about exploiting a crisis for political ends.